welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse. I'm my partner Claude. I'm J-Man. On this edition of the Pulse, going to give you our WWE Night of Champions 2012 preview coming this Sunday. Before we get to that, we need to cover, obviously, the big shocking news coming out of this past Monday Night Raw, which was the incident with Jerry the King Lawler suffering a heart attack during a match right after he just got done competing in a matchup. I was one of the rare days where I actually had to work on a Monday night. Fuck you, job. I got a text from Ryan saying what kind of went down, and the way I read it, it was just sounded like some weird storyline they were doing. Obviously he's been doing stuff with CM Punk. I'm like, oh, that's just some BS. He's like, no, it's for real, and this stuff all happened, and it's as soon as I read that, it just shocked me. It's just, you just think when you're just in this kind of in the WWE world, you're kind of just where you just escape from everything else, and nothing really serious and bad can happen. We've seen it on multiple occasions, whether it be the Owen Hart situation, Benoit situation. You get hit with a dose of reality really quick that these aren't just characters; these are human beings, and they're there to entertain the hell out of us, but their bodies are on the line, as obvious it is. But this. Shocking news happening. Obviously, the great news that's been coming over the past couple of days, which he is fully, not fully recovering, but is on the path to a full recovery. He had absolutely no brain damage, which is outstanding. That he was after he was supposedly 20 minutes was clinically dead. That's amazing. He is responding. He's talking a little bit, I think you read, and he's writing things down. Comprehensive things. He understands a lot of the stuff that's going on, and he understands what situation he's in. Obviously hats off to all the EMTs and all the people, the first responders that got out to Lawler, that really, got that stuff figured out. If he was in, at his home by himself in a hotel room, we could have had a totally different situation at hand. But thankfully, if you want to say that, he was in a situation where he could get, some help right then and there, and getting out of there. And obviously a really somber way to start our show, but obviously on Raw was it was surreal, and really to go back and watch that and stuff that was going on, it was really a dose of reality with the happenings with Jerry the King Lawler.
Like Jamin said, it's just crazy how it happened. I usually don't watch Monday Night Raw. I work early mornings, so I'm usually in bed or doing something to relax. But I had it on, and I turned it off right before that match, and I went to bed, and I woke up the next morning, and I usually read what happens afterwards. I don't touch spoilers. I read what happened afterwards, and so Jerry Lawler had a heart attack, and like Jamin said, I just figured it was a storyline, kind of goofy thing to Punk, and I don't know, I really didn't think much into it, and then I read more and more, and then I saw a YouTube video posted, and I was like, what? But it's crazy. It's crazy what happened. But the craziest thing is, even though I'm not a big fan of Michael Cole really helped Jerry the King Lawler. Because if it wasn't for Michael Cole talking to the doctor that was sitting out there and the EMTs, who knows what would happen? Who knows how long he would have been sitting there? Because Michael Cole was in an interview today, and he said that he hit the mute button and tried to get Lawler's attention, and he realized he wasn't physically there. He wasn't mentally there. He was physically there. But I don't know. It's crazy that it happened like that. It's nice seeing all the support. Lawler is one of my favorite announcers, along with Jim Ross. But hopefully he gets back soon, and we'll see what happens in the long run. But
yeah, it's good to see him recovering, and hopefully he could get well soon, and hopefully we could see him back on WWE TV. That's crazy to say after the situation that happened, but I know we all know what Jerry the King Lawler is. He's going to be that fighter, and he's going to get through all this stuff, and hopefully we could see him soon. But personal, get well, Jerry. Obviously he's one of the biggest names in the wrestling world, commentating world, whatever you want to say, but hopefully he can get back up on his feet, and we could be seeing him back behind that table sooner rather than later. But we're going to get into our Night of Champions preview coming this Sunday. This is before SmackDown this week. We do know of one match that they announced on SmackDown this week that's for the card. There is some kind of stuff that's still up in the air, what could be decided, but this looks like to be the card going into Sunday for the pay-per-view. First matchup will be for the Divas title. It'll be champion Layla going up against Caitlyn. This is one of the ones that could be up in the air, whether or not Eve Torres could be added to this matchup. She's been kind of doing her whole little GM stuff and all that kind of things with Booker on SmackDown, but she's been in these matches and kind of playing that kind of heelish, like, kind of trying to be friends with all the, the girls and stuff like that, but really, she's that true heel and wants to get in there, win that title back, I'm assuming. But if it's a one-on-one matchup, I'm going to go with Layla getting the win here against Caitlyn. Caitlyn in her first, big high-profile Divas title matchup here. I'd keep it on Caitlyn, or keep it on Layla. I really don't care either way if they flip-flop it, whatever. But if Eve's in there, I could really see Eve getting the title in this situation if they want to have her being some sort of a bigger power and have a more powerful diva with the title instead of just kind of rolling through the matches like we've seen. But it won't be anything special here, obviously, but depending on how the outcome really could be, if it's just singles or triple threat. But I'll go with Layla. If not, I'll go with Eve if she's in the triple threat.
No matter who else is this match, I see Layla winning this. The way she's been going lately in the matches she's had, I just see them continue having her. Maybe Caitlyn and her will have a little feud, but nothing. I don't see them dropping the title.
Yeah.
Dropping the title here.
Yeah. Next up, we have the U.S. title line win champion Antonio Cesaro will go up against the pre-show Battle Royal winner. There will be a Battle Royal on the pre-show on YouTube to figure out the challenger for Antonio Cesaro's United States Championship. Obviously, this one's up in the air. We'll have to wait and see on that pre-show. Names that I could think of just off the top of my head as far as faces that aren't really on this card, because I don't think a heel win won't be heel. That really wouldn't make any sense. Santino, the former champion, and Tyson Kidd would be another one. Was the two I think of. I don't think Christian could win. That would be the obvious one. They're talking about keeping him off of TV, WWE TV, before he goes back to TNA and does that whole Bound for Glory TNA Hall of Fame thing that should be going on, which should be interesting to see next month. Either way, if it's Santino or Tyson Kidd, Cesaro needs to retain the title here and keep rolling with that the championship and get a nice little reign as champion going here. It'll be interesting to see who comes out. If it's just Santino, that's just a waste. It just shows the waste of the pre-show. If it's Santino winning the title, just announce it's Santino for the match. It doesn't fucking matter either way. But I hope Cesaro retains the championship in this matchup. Whether or not it's some weird thing that happens in the Battle Royal, we'll have to wait and see going into the title matchup there.
If it does, like I said in the first match, Cesaro needs to keep this. It'd be interesting to see if they bring in some new guys from the NXT, FCW, NXT thing.
Finally,
just start bringing them up a little bit, but I don't think they're gonna put those have them debut on a pre-show match. It wouldn't make any sense. So I see Cesaro winning this, and hopefully continue on.
Next up, we have the WWE Tag Titles Line 1 champions Kofi Kingston and R-Truth
against the primetime players.
Not so much.
Oh man, I want to hear their theme.
Yeah.
It's just so jamming.
There's no move getting it on Sunday.
Getting it.
AJ Lee, the worst general manager of all time.
Hey, come on now. We've had worse.
Yeah, have we? Mike Adamle.
Adamle original.
There you go. Decided to put the primetime players in a No More Contenders match in this past edition of Raw against Daniel Bryan and Kane. Daniel Bryan and Kane obviously doing that just hilariously entertaining, just anger management shit that has just been hilarious. It's back to Kane. It's the evolution of Kane's character is just something to look back on when his career is going to be over. Just how many just random shit he has done in his career is just ridiculous. I mean, he starts out as the monster fucking badass. He kind of goes off to that to being a face. He goes to one of the comedic things, goes to some fucking rape storyline, Katie Vick BS. He does all this fucking random shit, and it's just like, oh my god, it's just fucking random as hell. And it's just like, they can't ever just stick with one thing and just have to go on to, she didn't get raped. That's random, Katie Vick. That was a murder, like killed her in a car crash. I just realized that when I said it. Random. But yeah, Kane can't ever be just a solid fucking character. He's always got to do some sort of comedic, random shit when it's just something that you just wouldn't expect with his character, but it's what we've always gotten throughout his career. Just changes and transitions that he goes through is just random as hell.
Going through the changes.
Oh, Quaddy karaoke right there. Yeah, there you go. And Daniel Bryan obviously been thrown in there, the great stuff that he's contributed to this. But this was the primetime players matchup, and they're getting fucked over again. They should have been tag champions last month. They had to win 2 number 1 contenders matches just to get
not one, two.
Just to get the SummerSlam matchup for the titles. Lost that one, won the fucking number 1 contenders again. Now they get it taken away. It's like, just stop fucking over these guys and just give them the damn title. Because Kofi Kingston, R-Truth, blah, I could give a shit.
And Lil Jimmy. Don't forget Lil Jimmy.
That's right. And in this matchup, I see the team of Daniel Bryan and Kane getting the tag team titles. They're just not going to throw them in there and waste all that opportunity and not make it a triple threat, four-way, whatever they wanted to do, and make this whole entire new idea and not give them the tag titles. They'll do some sort of random comedic fucking title run and, you know, try and get people interested in the tag division there, but it'll just be interested in Daniel Bryan and Kane. Match-wise, could be pretty interesting, but again, it's just going to revolve around Kane or Daniel Bryan truly hating each other, but doing the whole comedic horse shit, you know. I mean, if you saw a hilarious fucking video that I have to mention that our boy Ryan sent me, or just Daniel Bryan in the back after they did that whole hugging segment a couple weeks ago with Kane. Oh, God, it's fucking hilarious. Daniel Bryan, I was ready to go embrace another man. Back in Aberdeen, Washington, they called me Mr. Hug It Out. That's fucking hilarious and what Daniel Bryan can provide. But I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan and Kane winning the tag titles.
Okay, like J-Man said, the whole character of Kane, it is literally just night and day. And then afternoon. But then night and day.
And late morning and then late afternoon.
I like Kane. I remember first watching it, it was kind of like, oh, okay, monster, just let it go. And then he had that feud with Shane McMahon, where I'll never forget, where he looked like he electrocuted Shane McMahon's balls.
Oh, he did. He did.
He actually did?
Oh, he electrocuted his balls.
Dude, that just probably hurt like a bitch.
I think in the same night he tombstone Linda.
Yeah.
On the stage.
Yeah, that was
another hoot.
As a painkiller. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I hope. I don't want to see it, but then I hope to see Daniel Bryan and Kane win, because I really don't want to see Kobe and Truth anymore, because Kobe Kingston needs to be somewhere else and R-Truth needs to be in the psych ward. But I also want to see the primetime players be in it, so maybe somehow throughout the night it will become like a triple threat or a fatal four-way. But knowing WWE and AJ Lee,
you know AJ Lee?
pretty personally.
Oh man, do you really?
Yeah. I'm with Daniel Bryan.
Alrighty then. Next matchup, we have the Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental title. This one was announced on SmackDown this week, featuring champion The Miz, Cody Rhodes, Rey Mysterio, and Sin Cara. That is one spoiler, yes. I have no idea what happens on the rest of the show, just because we have to do this for our show. But yes, Miz, Rhodes, Mysterio, and Sin Cara in this 4-way. I'm really looking forward to this one. Me and Quaddy, back a couple weeks ago, were talking about what they could do for the IC title at this show, and I was like, shit, they're doing these tag matches. Do a 4-way with, you know, all four of them that have been in these tag matches. I think that'd be outstanding. And, you know, a lot of different kind of names in here. You got Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio, obviously that high flying thing you're going to get out of them, and then Cody Rhodes and Miz, kind of similar to those young guys that are up and coming in WWE, obviously. And this would really should produce a really solid matchup here. You could have a lot of just bodies flying everywhere throughout this one. And I'm going to go with this one hard as hell. I'm going to go with Rey Mysterio winning the IC title here. I would love to see them keep it on The Miz. Obviously, if they brought it back to Cody Rhodes, I think it would kind of be, I don't know, almost kind of a backhand slap to Cody, because he won the title. He had that great run as IC champion. He just wins it again. It's kind of like going forward in reverse kind of way. But I'm going to go with Mysterio. He hasn't won the IC title in quite some time. Seeing him, you know, run with that could be interesting. I don't think Sakara is going to win. Like I said, it's going to be hard for Miz to get out of there as champion. But if they want to solidify The Miz as, you know, a solid Intercontinental champion here, I think he needs to get a win here and a clean win, not some BS. But I could see him doing that. Cody Rhodes, I could see a lot of people winning, just not Sin Cara. But I'm going to go with Rey Mysterio winning the Intercontinental championship.
Sorry, I won't answer this until after SmackDown.
Oh, you're going to keep on. All right. You going to hold to that?
Yeah. I'll post my comment down here.
He'll post his comment for his answer. Oh, Jesus. Next up, with the World Heavyweight Championship on line, when champion Sheamus goes up against Alberto Del Rio.
Again?
Yay!
Okay. How about we do this? How about we take that match off and have me and you wrestle?
It would be just
Probably about the same.
Just highly more entertaining.
Because me and you, goddamn
that'd be just.
That'd be a slobber
Match of the year.
See right there. How many times have we seen this?
This will be the third pay-per-view in a row. No stip on it. Same thing. 3 pay-per-views.
But this is also before SmackDown, and I don't read spoilers.
True,
so.
but this will be the match going into Night of Champions this Sunday. I've said it in all the reviews before when we talked about this match. Stop it. Stop fucking doing this. I don't want to see it anymore. I have not given a shit about the world title since April. Since the Extreme Rules match with Sheamus and Daniel Bryan, I have not given a shit about anything they've done because.
That was WrestleMania. Yeah.
Well, you had the Extreme Rules match, that 2 out of 3 falls match, which is outstanding, and that's the only time since then, I have not given a shit about this championship. Del Rio, I love Del Rio, but it's just starting just to drag on so much that I'm just getting irritated seeing him because he's in this feud. And it's like, oh God, I do not care anymore. The best thing that's come out of this whole shit with Sheamus and everything involved was that last fucking segment they did on Raw this past week with David Otunga, where they did that like interrogation fucking random shit. That was the best thing I've seen from Sheamus since April. That was outstanding. It was fucking hilarious. But this, I don't want to see. I do not want to see this. It's going to involve this horse shit with the bro kick or whatever. You'll probably see an appearance from Booker T towards the end of this matchup because he'll have to come out and make a decision because he probably hit the bro kick on accident or some shit on Del Rio. And as of right now, I have no idea who's going to win it. I have somebody circled, but now I'm starting to go back on it after talking about it just because I just don't even know because I don't give a shit. I just want to see this feud get over with. I'd love to see Del Rio get in and win the title and get the hell out of there, but he won't. Probably. He'll only win it by some cheapy bullshit way. But as of right now, I'm going to change my pick. I'll go with Sheamus retaining the title somehow. The only way Del Rio is going to get out of there with the title is going to be by him getting kicked with by the bro kick and probably getting the title by not getting a pin or submission or anything. That's the only way he'll get it. A la what happened with Christian and Money in the Bank last year. That's the only way he'll get out of there by that way. But I'll go with Sheamus retaining the title in this epic fucking matchup.
That butthole. This is exciting.
Whoa! Hashtag workaholics.
This is exciting as this feud is. This feud is stuck in mud. It's like they try to move up a little bit, try to make it more exciting, and damn, it's just a world title. I'm tired. Tired of it. We were there when Sheamus won Royal Rumble. J-Man was very upset. So was I. Then Sheamus beat Daniel Bryan in how long?
18 seconds.
Thank you. And then Sheamus retained. Now we're just watching the fucking shit just go down the toilet. I want to see Del Rio win, but I also want to see this feud over with.
Yeah.
So, we talked about this pre-show. I'm gonna go with what my gut's saying.
Okay.
See Del Rio winning this. I see Dolph Ziggler cashing the Money in the Bank.
There it is. It is.
And then they're gonna do a triple threat at Hell in a Cell.
Oh, that'd be intriguing. See that one next month's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
And Sheamus is just gonna get swept underneath the rug.
Highly doubt that happening. Only could wish that. Speaking of Dolph Ziggler, our next matchup features Dolph Ziggler going up against Randy Orton. I am really looking forward to this match. Every single time these guys get in the ring, they produce a really solid matchup. Their chemistry is just immense and just outstanding, and just continuing to see Dolph Ziggler just work his way up. And just we saw that over the past year or so when he's been in there with Randy Orton, and we'll see it here again. Just kind of thrown in. This was obviously going to be the feud that Dolph Ziggler was going to go into before Randy Orton's suspension that he ended up going in with Jericho with that feud. But now we're getting to see a glimpse of what would have been now here at Night of Champions. Obviously, Quaddy talked about the chance of Dolph Ziggler cashing in or something with the situation that's going on with the world title and will be going on with the world title this Sunday. There's going to be a lot of just random fucking shenanigans BS. Look for a lot of that because I just don't see any other way that it won't happen with the whole kick situation and all that BS. But I can see it happening. It's definitely time. The world title is just stale as fuck right now with what's been going on. So put it on a fresh-ass Dolph Ziggler and let him run with it, which would be sweet as hell. Fresh-ass.
Hashtag no homo?
Hashtag no homo at all. Just a fresh-ass mofo, bro. Hashtag fresh-ass mofo, bro.
Hashtag no homo. Hashtag Long Island greatest hit.
I don't even know what you... Greatest hit?
Greatest hit.
Greatest hit. There we go.
Okay, so.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with Dolph Ziggler getting the win here. Obviously, he lost to Chris Jericho at SummerSlam. Needs to get back on track here, the Money in the Bank winner, and get a solid win here against Randy Orton. This one should be, as I said, really quality stuff here out of these guys that really produce that every single time.
Hashtag Spirit Squad. That's the other one.
There it is. Nikki was.
God. Just awful.
Yeah.
Like J-Man said, I wanted to see this feud a while ago, and then Randy decided to be human and trip up, and then he got busted. So, you live and you learn.
There you go.
I'm just excited to see Randy on the card. What it comes down to is because when's the last time we saw him on a pay-per-view card?
It's been a while, I think, because he wasn't on SummerSlam either.
It's been a minute. So It's going to be intriguing. Who do I think is going to win this match? Really, I don't care because I'm just happy to see these two wrestling in a match where they can be the best they can be.
Yeah.
And they're not behind, not facing a tree in Tensei or Big Show.
Yeah.
Not facing some nobody. It's these two going at it. So.
Be some good stuff there. Next matchup, we have the main event for the WWE Championship featuring champion CM Punk going up against John Cena. John Cena is in his hometown of Boston, Massachusetts this Sunday. Obviously, the resparking of this amazing feud and what has just brought the best out of John Cena. I fully believe that. I saw a video with our boy Kyle9965 where he talked about that, where he talked about just CM Punk brings the best out of John Cena, and son of a bitch, did John Cena just impress the hell out of me with that ending segment promo that him and CM Punk did this past week. Fucking fantastic. Just had that old school fucking classic build-up vibe to it, and just John Cena nailed the hell out of CM Punk, and I've never seen CM Punk fucking get outdone in a promo. This might have been it, and that is crazy coming out of my mouth to say that.
Hashtag no homo again.
Hashtag no homo. I'm not gay for John Cena, but son of a bitch, that promo was fucking fantastic. Yeah, and just a great way to go into this Sunday. And obviously, you guys know the history of John Cena and CM Punk, the amazing matchups they've had in the past. Obviously, look back to Money in the Bank last year with CM Punk winning the championship. So this is going to be greatness, no matter what ends up coming out of it. These guys bring the best out of each other, and they go in there and put on amazing matchups, and that's what it'll be here. Obviously, intriguing what's been going on with CM Punk, his heel turn, bringing in Paul Heyman.
Who?
Fucking Paul Heyman is with CM Punk. I mean, this is fucking... We couldn't even fucking make this shit up. It's outstanding. Just that segment at the end of that Chicago Raw with Paul Heyman and CM Punk driving away. Just... CM Punk's the Paul Heyman guy. And I'm a boner guy when that happens, because that's fucking fantastic. There's a lot of hashtag no homos in this show, but you know what? It's fucking fantastic.
Getting a little happy freaky over here.
A little freaky happy over here for that. But as for a winner... I'm on the roll. I want to see him have a year-long title run. It would be fucking amazing to see CM Punk now in the top 10 of title runs of all time. CM Punk needs to retain the championship in this matchup. Reason being, every time he turns heel or every time he's heel, he's never going to get these fucking wins over any of these guys. And they finally need to solidify CM Punk as the biggest heel WWE has had in a long time. And they need to just boom that. Get him a fucking clean win over John Cena in his hometown as a heel. Amazing. Would be fucking fantastic, and it's what they need to do. Just to solidify the mega fucking face, the contrast that they have here, because their personalities are completely different. The characters, everything, just like, Rock and Austin was in that amazing feud, and just solidify it. The contrast of CM Punk's amazing heel and John Cena's, just superhuman fucking face, and finally give him that win would be fantastic. So I'm going to go with CM Punk retaining the WWE Championship in Boston, Massachusetts this Sunday.
I want my face in the ice cream bar.
CM Punk does as well.
Let's see here. If I was going to bring somebody in who hasn't watched wrestling about a year and said CM Punk and Paul Heyman were together, first of all, they'd probably laugh at me. Second of all, they wouldn't believe me. So, I don't know. Like my boy, our fan favorite, Kyle9965 said, CM Punk brings the best out of John Cena. CM Punk brings the best out of anybody who he faces.
Yeah.
And that's just because CM Punk's that good.
Best in the world.
So, who's going to win this? If Punk doesn't win this, we're going to riot. We're going to run around our hometown rioting.
Well, I'm surprised. We need to go to something really quick here. I'm surprised we don't have a murder in Orlando, Florida from the rioting that should have went on after Jeff Hardy won the Bound for Glory series. You promised. What did you promise after him winning the semifinals? You promised you were just going to destroy everything.
I don't know what happens in Orlando. I don't watch that company anymore.
Okay. He's done with it. He's done with it. But this will be another rioting act.
I had an old TNA t-shirt, and I wiped my ass with it.
There you go.
And now it's in the fire. So, back to this great card we had for the Sunday. CM Punk versus John Cena. Just this feud, and then bringing in Paul Heyman is just like a fucking cherry on top of the quad ice cream stick.
Hashtag quad ice cream.
Just,
we need it.
I'm just ready for it. I just hope it doesn't come out to bullshit.
Yeah.
Having Cena win, it's his hometown. I really don't feel like ranting again. So, you Fruity Pebbles son of a bitch, you do not need another title. You've had it how many times?
A lot.
Exactly.
Over 10.
Way too many. Way too many. I thought it was funny when you were a rapper and you held it. That was funny and cute when you held it and you were saving the day, Thief for John, in your rainbow t-shirts. And then you decided to start running your mouth saying it's just, and you lost. It's just stupid. You're stale. You're like the world title. You're really stale. You just need to go away. Realize you're a human being. Realize you're just like us, but not famous. And
we're famous as fuck, bro.
We're famous as fuck, but we don't grant wishes.
True.
So I'll grant somebody's wish.
You're granting wishes every day.
But just if you want to wish from Quad, put it in the comment box, and I'll grant it.
You'll probably not do it.
I may. I don't know. I don't know where my mindset is with this. I'm picking.
You have CM Punk retaining the
I have
championship.
Punk once again. If Cena wins, I'm gonna riot. I'll make sure J-Man takes pictures of me rioting. I'll jump off roofs. I'll take craps on doorsteps.
Steps. All of a sudden get a random Irish accent.
Yeah.
There we go. Quaddy picking CM Punk to retain in the...
This is going to be a slobber knocker.
A huge main event here at WWE Night of Champions.
In Boston.
That's right. Quickly before we get out of here, we've already covered TNA and WWE in this show. We're going to cover the other company. This Saturday, for all you Ring of Honor fans out there, Death Before Dishonor 10.
Oh, do you hear who's going to be there?
Who's going to be there, Quaddy?
Mallory.
So in turn, that is one of the factors why we will not be covering the Ring of Honor pay-per-view this Saturday for numerous reasons, on top of the fact that
I won't be in town.
Quaddy won't be here. I would be here. We still might watch it. Might be a chance me and Ryan might watch it, but we're not going to cover it. Ring of Honor doesn't deserve to get covered right now with how they've been fucking running shit and doing
the main
shit.
event's Rhino and Kensington. Think about that.
I'm sorry, is it 1998 ECW?
It doesn't matter. Rhino doesn't need to be in a world title match at any stage of his career.
Exactly. So we will not be covering that pay-per-view, so don't be looking for previews or reviews. Just be looking for our review of Night of Champions coming this Sunday. Right there, it says it on the paper. This will now wrap up our WWE Night of Champions 2012 preview. From my partner Quaddy, I'm J-Man, and thank you for watching another edition of the Pro Wrestling Pulse, the pulse of the professional wrestling world.